an inspiration. And I didn't even know she was ill. So it was a short sort of illness. So it's been a real, terrible.
But what's said online so far about Prince's death is apparently last week his plane had to make his jet had to make an emergency landing, and I guess he was rushed to the hospital. And I guess his camp was saying that he had the flu, he wasn't that sick, and then he was found like early this morning, like dead in his apartment. So
that's terrible, isn't it? It's really.
So they don't know what the cause of death is yet, but I'm sure as soon as they find out, something will be posted or something will be leaked relatively soon. I'm gonna say within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Right.
So it's kind of funny. Well, not funny. Wrong. Kind of weird because last night I was watching a movie called Dogma.
Right. Okay.
And in Dogma, they talk about, and at the very end they have the band that was in Purple Rain, the movie that Prince did, Morris Day and the Time.
Gosh, that's very spooky.
So again, it's a great song. Actually, like Morris Day and the Time is actually pretty cool. Like so like, but yeah, I kind of weird how that happens because it's not even really it's not funny. It's not really irony. It's just kind of like because and I would say coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, so do I. Actually, I totally agree with you there.
So, but you know what I mean. It's still weird. It's like, I mean, that's happened. Like, a few things here and there have happened like that. Not necessarily like that from that extreme to the other, but you know, the connection has been kind of made at some point. So, yeah, and so like I said, I just had to talk about it real quick, and it was. I'm surprised you didn't hear me when we were off here because we were playing this song. Like I was going to post the No and Sun song on Twitter, and I saw those like what?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, I wasn't sure if it was a joke first, and then I looked to see what sources were speaking it out, right? Because the first thing I go to just to see is that, you know, it'll tell you in some sites whether it's actually a hoax or not. So
yeah. Oh. Well, I'm going to change and I'm going to talk to you. I've found some info out about some movies that I think you might be very interested in. I don't know if you know, but they are actually making a Blade Runner 2. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't either. And then I went, "Hey, that's very interesting. I'll have to share that." So, yeah. And of course, he's my favourite actor. Come on.
Oh,
Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison Ford, right. Yeah, that's right.
And he just so happens to be in this. But actually, Blade Runner is one of my most iconic kind of movies that I love. Anyway, basically, Ryan Gosling and Robin Wright are going to star in it alongside Harrison Ford. And it basically takes place several decades after the conclusion of Blade Runner. So Harrison Ford, I think they're looking for Harrison Ford. I don't know, but he isn't through the whole movie, but he turns up in the third act of it. So there you go. And it's due to be released 3 months early, which is October 2017. So next year. So there you go. That's cool. Then also I have Star Wars fans are very angry at the moment because apparently The Force Awakens, when it's been released on DVD,
right,
they've promised lots of bonus features and extra sort of rubbed out bits or whatever they call it. And there's supposed to be a bit where Daisy Ridley and John Boyega were rapping. Anyway, the DVD came out, and apparently there's no extras at all on it.
Oh,
that's really bad, isn't it?
Way to go, Disney!
So basically, and there was supposed to be a link or something so that you could watch it online as well. So there was nothing in there. So I think all the stars are going a bit crackers about that. Now I think you'll enjoy this little bit of trivia. Carrie Fisher reveals in an interview that one of her most hated lines in Star Wars was this. I'll say it. I'll see if I get it right. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory systems of this R2 unit. So apparently in the film, she hated it that much, she does it in a really strange English accent. but it pushed her to go on to be a writer because she hated the dialogue so much. So she said it gave no credit to her character. So there you go. So, but she's actually she's known for quite a few screenplays, isn't she? And she's got quite a few books under her belt and non-fiction novels and things. So I thought you'd like that.
Oh yeah, no, she actually she and Harrison Ford, it's Return of the Jedi. It might have been where before one of the days after filming. They went out drinking. They had a chance to go out drinking with Rolling Stones when they were invited to a party. So like with Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and that sort of thing. And they're like, well, if we stop drinking now, we can go there because we got to be up for 5, blah blah. They're like, screw, we're gonna keep drinking. So they're on set pretty hammered.
Oh right, really?
So the pretty much the whole scene where when Lando hands him over to Vader. Yeah, they're pretty tanked.
Oh no.
Yeah. Both of them.
Oh, whoa, that's really... So probably... I'll have to have a look at that then. So I've got the DVD, so I'll have to look out for that. It'd be quite amusing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I saw it. This was online. This was a fact online, like, I don't know how long ago, but it was pretty funny. It's like, no, I can see that. But some of the... Go ahead.
Go on,
I was going to say, some of the funny stuff happens when they're either they're still drunk from the night before, or they're not feeling too good, but they do the scene anyways, and they end up keeping it because something funny just happens. It's not a coincidence. It just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Like Harrison Ford's got a whole bunch of them. You know?
Yeah, and I can remember some of those. But the scene where he's got the knife, isn't it, or the sword, and he just goes, "Oh, I can't be bothered," and just shoots him. I mean, that's classic.
Yeah, exactly right.
I love that bit. It's so funny.
And he was just not feeling well. He's like, I don't have the energy to use the whip. I'm just going to pull the gun. I'm like, okay, we're going to leave it. That's gold.
So, and the other thing, James Cameron, I don't know if you've heard about this, but he's going to film a saga from Avatar.
Okay.
So he's planning on doing is filming it all in one go and then breaking it up into 3 sort of releases.
Oh.
So that's going to happen 2018... 2020 and 2022. So that's going to be interesting.
See, I'm probably one of the few people who didn't really like Avatar that much. I mean, it was alright, but it's like, well, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics were cool, but it's like, it wouldn't have bothered me if I hadn't seen it, you know?
Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough. I think, I actually don't like the 3D side of things. For me, I've been to the cinema several times, and actually having to sit with those glasses on through the whole movie is really annoying. And I went to see Life of Pi, and it was like, in the end, I'm kind of lifting the glasses up and down, and then you can't really see it properly, can you? If you take them off, and
it's a little blurry. That's why.
Yeah. So I can get where you're coming from. I think it's like anything, Lord of the Rings. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. See, I really like it.
No, I just
it sends you to sleep.
Just that, like I said, it's just personal opinion. So.
Of course it is, yeah.
But
well, that's fair enough.
The one other new movie that's gonna be out in 2017, and they're working on it right now, is Spaceballs 2.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
The Search for More Money.
Giggle. Yeah, Search for More Money. Sounds good to me.
So yeah, I'd be excited to see that. I see that. Oh, and one more thing. The other week, I was looking for my copy of the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't find it, and looking everywhere for it, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Like, I'm gonna go out and buy it because I wanted it again anyway. So, I went to one of the websites for the stores here, and just like reserved a copy of it because it said it's the last copy in stores. Like, okay, perfect. So I reserved a copy, which didn't cost me anything, and I went to pick it up, and it just kind of gave you the basic info online. So when I went to pick it up, I was like, oh, it's a special edition. Awesome.
Oh right, so they were.
So second DVD. So the second DVD had some deleted outtakes and had some extra songs that were kind of possibly going to go in the movie, but they weren't put in. Just because of budget. And throughout the movie, at least the first half, there's a couple add-ins, or I guess the scenes were extended just a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's funny though. I mean, and they're pretty much when the joke's finally kind of being beaten down, they're like, "All right, now get on with it." You know, so because when Galahad ends up at the castle, the
Okay.
Castle Anthrax, so,
Yeah.
and you know, he's like, "Where's the Grail? I've seen the Grail," and she's like, "Oh, Zoot, naughty, Zoot, naughty." And she's, "Have we?" And then she turns to the camera. She goes, "Have we kept this on a little bit too long? Because Zoot really is naughty." Blah blah. They're like, "Get on with it," you know. And different people at the time, they'll come on, let's go on, including Tim the Enchanter, you know, like. And of course, they show God come out of the clouds, and that happens again a little bit later for another joke.
Oh, cool. Well, it's great when you find things like that, though, isn't it? It's like a real bonus. So.
And even the very beginning, if you reading all the credits, I just never knew how much funny stuff was in there when I actually paid attention and actually read them. The very beginning, I think some moose that was taught to record record tracks close to Paraguay, and it's like. Well, mostly ridiculous stuff, right? But really funny.
No, it's good. That sounds cool. I'll have to have a look out for it, and I'm sure there must be a few more knocking around.
Oh yeah. Of course there's just one at that particular store, so I'm sure you can go online and order it from anywhere pretty much. So special edition doesn't mean it's special. It doesn't mean it's special to me that I'm the only one who has it.
Yeah, special to Brian.
Yeah. I'm not the only one who has it. I'm pretty sure.
Right, should we go to another track? I was going to say, should we go to Bertie Scott?
Sure.
Well, this guy approached me. He'd found my blog on Twitter, and he just said he really liked what I was doing, you know, kind of promoting independent artists. And he just said, you know, could you have a listen to my track? And he's a solo artist, but it really sounds as if obviously there's more involved than just himself. And he's co-produced the track as well, and it is his debut track, so I thought it'd be really cool if we gave it some airplay.
Absolutely. And just before we get to this song, when we were talking about it off air, you asked me because so V says, well, did you get the Bertie track? And of course I said, what, the way that you love me? She's like, yes. No, I didn't get it.
It took a while for the penny to drop, and I thought,
yeah.
Trying to trip me up, are we, Brian?
You'll have to excuse my friend. She's a little slow. So let's get to this track.
You can cue it up.
Oh yeah, no, it is a great tune though. So let's get to it right now. This is The Way You Love Me. Dig this.
It's 5 months too late. I know there's no saving this. I'm not coming home, and it's late. Your brother's gone. Oh, there's no good here left with me below. So